I'm going to provide an overview of the features added to the Financial Controls Management Solution in OpenPages, or Fcm v2. We've added features to support users who are responsible for the internal sub-certification process for financial controls reporting, including SOX. Some of the new features that we've added includes 2 new dashboards, 5 workflows, several reports to aid the user in this process, and we've also leveraged our calculation engine. Now let's take a look to see what it looks like in Fcm v2. We've added 5 new workflows to support the certification process, starting at the business level. The business level workflow is triggered by designating business entities as in scope for SOX. After this business level workflow is triggered, 2 distinct paths are created, one at the process level and one at the control level. Each path creates evaluation object for the specific records that are part of the certification process. These evaluation objects serve as the history items or audit trail for the specific fields and values as a snapshot at that point in time. These workflows out of the box run simultaneously. However, this may be adjusted depending on your organization's needs. For example, if you would like to just run the process workflows, you may do so and disable the control workflows. Now we're taking a look at a very simple workflow that starts at the business level for those business entities that are in scope for SOX. We've leveraged our scheduler feature from our workflow to run quarterly. Here you can see that we're running it recurringly on a quarterly basis, starting in the months of February, May, August, and November on the 15th day of the month. This too may be adjusted depending on your organization's needs. Now let's take a look at one of the other workflows. Again, a very simple workflow starting at the process evaluation level. Here, after the start stage, we have just three stages. One awaiting certification, one that's certified, and certified with exception. Here you can designate what you would like the text of your workflow button to look like. Also, we've leveraged another new feature, and that is the ability to send reminders to the assignee of the tasks and for the oversight role, the subscriber, to receive a copy. You can set the frequency of these reminders as you see fit. Now let's take a look at the 2 dashboards that have been added to Fcm v2. We have an Fcm certification dashboard, which is used by individuals such as the control owners or the process owners that are responsible for actioning the tasks in the workflow. And we also have an Fcm Master Dashboard, which can be used by an oversight role, such as a process owner, a manager, or a compliance person. If we take a look at the Master Dashboard, we can see that we have 9 tasks, 4 oversight tasks, and we have another tile giving us generic information on the certification process, which we may click into to get more details. We also have a tile on the right-hand side that provides the ability to click into certification reports to provide the user with more context. If I click into one of the tasks, I can see the specific tasks that are provided in my queue, process evaluation objects, as a result of triggering my workflow. Let's take a look at one of these tasks. The first thing you will note is that the name of the task, Certification 2021 Q3RB1. Our calculation engine automatically pre-named this process evaluation by providing the year and the quarter to which this applies. On the end is our process name so that we will have full context as to the timing and the process that this evaluation is aligned with. If we scroll down the page, we can get field data such as the certification status, the quarter again and year, which was pre-filled in by our calculation engine, related information such as the process that this evaluation object is related to. And we can see that it is not reviewed. If we scroll to the right, we can also get some contextual information that'll help the user in processing this record. If we'd like to get more information on the underlying process for this process evaluation, we can click on this side panel, or we can click into the record over here. Let's click on the side panel. We can see that the process is in scope for SOX. It hasn't been reviewed, as the record has not as well. And we can click on a report, which might provide us more context for this workflow item. That would include controls that support this particular process. We can also get other contextual information such as risks, documents, controls that are related to this process. On the top right, the action button is our workflow task. Let's take a look at this. We've identified this text as part of our workflow, and we've labeled this accordingly. Now we can certify this record or certify it with an exception. If we certify this record, you will see certification language, which we've added into the solution. This can also be changed depending on your organization's needs. We'll hit continue to process the workflow, and this item is complete. Now we are back on our dashboard, and we see that there are 8 items left in our queue. If we look at our certification reports, we can take a look at some of the items that are on our dashboard. This is a FCM Process Control Certification Report. This report provides a nice outline of the key controls, or all controls if you choose to filter, as well as the parent entity, the number of quarters that you would like to see as part of the report, and then a breakdown of the process data points, as well as the controls that underpin the processes, as well as prior certification details. Now let's take a look at one of the other reports that we have on our dashboard, the Issues and Actions report. This report provides us with an overview of the downstream issues and actions, as well as data points that are relevant for the user. This report may be filtered by the business entity type, the issue status, displaying some of the actions, whether it's a yes or a no, and then the issue type. Let's take a look at the control certification summary. This provides a useful summary of the control certifications which may be of particular interest to the process owner. We can filter this report by year, certification quarter, and the specific business entity. This concludes the summary of the FCM V2 OpenPages with Watson